Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Makeover Monday. Now we have a few projects that we're going to do. Some are easier than others. But first I just wanted to share this. One of my favorite creators are Jamie and Zeb from Jamie Ray Vintage, and they do a marketing thing that I think is really clever, and that is they want people to comment "I love junk" or even just comment on their videos, whether it's on YouTube or their Facebook page, and then they choose someone randomly every week, a couple people. And a couple weeks ago I got chosen, and so this came in the mail a couple days ago, and inside, now it wasn't open when I got it, I just got so excited. It is I know you can't tell what it is really, but they create stencils, and this is their January stencil, which I'm so excited about because it's letters, and then I will open it up, even though you can't really see it very good. I'll try my best. And then things that are like, that you can do shapes around things. I wish you could see it. But different shapes, circles, squares. One even has a little bird sitting there. That's their logo. So I was very excited about that, and I just wanted to publicly say thank you. And also, I used to try to stencil a while back, and I just couldn't find good ones, and so my stenciling was never very good. Now these are pretty thick, and I've watched them use them quite a bit, so I decided I'm going to give it a try. So thank you, Jamie and Zeb. I'm going to stick this over in my craft box over here, and I'm actually going to flip this over and use it when we get to the painting. But the first thing, we'll start simple, and that is, these are things that I picked up when I was thrifting. So Thrifty Thursday, which ended up being Sunday, I'm really having a lot of internet issues where I live. Things are very slow to download and upload and do all the things. So I'm doing the best I can to get things out. I really want to have a consistent schedule of Makeover Mondays and Thrifty Thursday. So we'll just see. But this was from last time's Thrifty Thursday, and it's a beautiful, beautiful little frame. So I thought I'm just going to put something simple in there, and that way if the person wants to, whoever buys this, if they want to switch it out with something else, they can, or they can have a nice picture. So something I thrifted a while back are these greeting cards. What do they say anything? I think they're blank inside. And they're Monet pictures. Now they're a little bigger than the frame, but that's okay. I'm just gonna pop out and see which one I like best. So we have the gal. I don't know that it says what it is. And we have the pawns, of course. So something that's just very, very neutral, nothing on it. Let's see what other ones they have. I haven't looked at this in a while. Okay, so we have another one with a bridge over a pond. And I'm just gonna kind of put it in there and do a little bend here, a little bend there. That there, and right along here. Let's see if it'll fit without being too small. Okay. All right. Actually fits. So I'm just going to kind of, this is one of the frames that has a stand, or you can hang it. So that's nice variety. Okay. Let's get it in there and see how it looks. Oh, it looks so pretty. And I really like the frame around it. It just is kind of a moody picture. So one project down. And the next one is a similar thing. If you watched my video, the other day. This very cute, hold it the right way, hand stitched, and it is hand stitched. It does have all of the stuff you see on the back. Very cute little, it says artichokes. It'd be so cute in a kitchen. And it originally came in this very plain, very inexpensive silver frame with a lot of backing because it's very thick, as you can see. So we're going to say no to the silver. And I went and looked in my vintage frames and found, excuse me, this little guy. Now he's a lot smaller, and I really like the way the edge is, and it's actually even pretty. Oh, I love how they did things in the past. Yeah, we are going to go ahead and frame the artichoke. Now, the gold or the silver frame did come with a back. As you can see, it does have the hanging system, or somebody may want to just lean it up against the wall. We're going to have this guy's, there's like different thicknesses of cardboard. And I think I'm going to put this one in there. Doesn't go all around the edge. I'm sorry, can you see that? Let's bring it forward. And then let's see if we can just slide this in. If that's going to be enough of a thickness. I think it is. Yes. And I just think this looks so much better because there is some yellow in there, so it really brings out the gold. So project number 2 done. And all of these will be listed on kathyscurations.com. This guy that we got, it's a little hacksaw. Older, but not like crazy old. It is still usable. But what I want to do is the DIY cottage color, and then you always want to make sure you stir. So we're going to just, these cottage colors, this is a built-in sealer, so we're just going to go in and just give it a nice, isn't that pretty? A nice green handle. Very typical of probably the era this one was made. I don't even know if they make them with wood anymore. It seems like everything is plastic, which is another reason why I love vintage things, because they're just made perfectly. With wood, they're more sturdy, they last longer. You know, you get the cheap stuff, and it truly is the saying that goes, you get what you pay for. You certainly do. With modern things, modern tools. Okay. All right. Easy peasy. And there we go. And like I said, you can leave it just like this, but we're just going to grab a little piece of sandpaper. You want to make sure this is good and dry. And again, if you're working at home, you don't need a heat gun. I used a hair dryer for many years, but you can also just let it dry. But for video purposes, go ahead and eat them. Okay. Oh, that feels really good. We're going to grab some of my sandpaper. I have kind of a couple new rolls, so I'll just peel off a little, stick it back over in my craft area. And I'm trying to, let's see. And we're going to just try to kind of hold the handle like you would if you were, and just give it a good sanding. Now, oh, there we go. We're getting some action. Cottage color with the built-in sealer sometimes takes a little more elbow grease, but I think I got it. I think that looks perfect, and I'm really excited about it. This is my steal of the day. I mean, I walked out of the feeling like I stole it. But it was only $4.99, and it actually came with a brand new candle that I took and put in my place. And when I first smelled it, I was like, oh, chocolate. But you know what? I think it is chocolate and peanut butter. I don't know. I mean, that is my favorite combination. Now, I do need to cut this off. Ooh, do you think that would cut that off? Maybe. I'm probably going to have to get a Sawzall or something, but for now we'll just leave it. It'll be fine. And we're going to go in with, we do have this one. Oh, it's very soft. So what I'm going to do over here, we're going to go white. And I know that's like, oh, boring, but it'll be so pretty to bring out that stuff. And forks. I don't know how much they cost, and then just use them for crafts. Why not? Okay, that's probably way too much paper because I'm not going to need very much. So I'm just going to put it on the paper, and there we go. And then we're just going to kind of stipple in it because I don't need a ton. I'm going to offload, and here we go. Oh my goodness, look at how it just pops. It just pops all the details, and I like that you can still see the wood. It just kind of makes it look old, which is what we love to do, is take new things and make them look old. I don't know what the age of this is. And then we're going to just come down here. Now down here, you know, the one thing about dry brush, it doesn't detail as much on flat surfaces, but that's okay. It is actually kind of given a nice little, it's emphasizing in the bottom, which is so crazy with these. It almost looks hand cut. So, and we're just gonna just give it a little, oh, missed a side. And then these little areas in here. Yeah, oh, I like it. I like it. Let me just, and I like this, using this cottage color, which is, I think, called vintage linen. Something linen. Is, yeah, it has that built-in sealer, so you don't, once you're done with this part, and if you're happy with it, you're done. Now, if you weren't happy with it, and maybe there was some spots that got a little too heavy with the white, then you can take your clear wax and just go right back over it and take out, it's kind of like an eraser, and just take out the part you don't like. Kind of like a little bit here. And so I do have a little bit more white here. So remember these that I got the other day? I got them specifically to use as wax brushes. So I'm gonna grab my DIY clear. Now this is just like a sample pot. You can get bigger ones if you want. But I'm just gonna take this clear wax. See how this one's a little bit wider than that one? And I'm just gonna go over it. See if I can. And then come back with a paper towel or a wet wipe, baby wipe, and you can just wipe it off. There. In fact, when I did that, I kind of got up above, and I like that. So just kind of a little bit of wiping here and there, just to, you can go up and down, and that's what gives it its, make it look like it's oxidized. There. Do a little more on that one. There we go. There we go. And I think this is perfection. And look how quickly. And our last project, if you remember the duck chick It's beautiful on this side, so we're going to just leave that alone. I'm going to probably put a little oil on it. I have some oil for a cutting board. Isn't that adorable? But this side, we're going to go ahead and paint. And I'm going to stick with my green because I really like that color. It's so sweet. We'll just paint it green, and then we're going to do an IOD. There we go. And like I said, you don't have to get like full coverage. You know, you don't have to use all your products. Just kind of get it on there. Right. And let's hit it with the heat. About this paint also is that it kind of self-levels. So even if you start out in a chunky place, it'll just kind of smooth out. And then once it's all dry, we can just come back and with our little piece of sandpaper, and I'm even going to use the side we've already used because you don't want to get too crazy with it. And just kind of give it a little smoothing. And I'm going to just take away the edges. I was hoping to use this giant, this is an older floral that I've had for a while. It might fit. Do that, and then this one, but that's okay because we can just cut out. And by they I mean the IOD sisters when they created this. I'm not sure what it, and I think I bought it on sale. So it was like, so I'm going to start this one at the top. Let's see, which way do we want to go? I think I definitely want to get some on the beak. So I think maybe something like that. And we do have a little that's going to go over the edge, so I'm going to just cut that out. I'm going to follow the shape a little. Okay, so we're going to do this first piece. And that's the fun thing about the big pieces is they just kind of pull right off. Okay. Oh, we don't want that. I'm going to have to, I'll sand that off. Okay. Let's see. I have these leaves. It'll be a little more tricky to cut out without showing the background. But that's okay. You might just give them a little haircut and redesign them. I know that rose leaves can be pointy like that. We're going to take that off because we don't want the background they have with it. And here's one. I almost think I should have put it first, but we'll see. And it's got some stems, but I think I'm going to cut the stems off, and then if we want to use them, we can, after I've got this guy cut out. Because I think what I want to do, a little cut off there, is, let's see, yeah, I think I'm going to put these ones kind of sideways. Let's take off the backing. Look like that. Oh, there we go. I gotta remember what I was doing. And I think it's kind of just a little leaf down here. Okay. Find an edge. There we go. There we go. Just gonna put that guy up because I really wanted the leaves to be. It will just mess you up. Okay. There. Okay. There we go. Unstick. Okay. Okay. It's looking pretty cute. I feel like I need to add a little bit more. Cut this one. And we'll make it go up and off the page. And I think that'll look cute. Covering that little scratch spot. Like I said, you can give it its own little shape. Yeah. And that'll cover that. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go up and off. And I think this might give the blend I was kind of missing around the edge. Oh yeah, that's what it needed. So I'm going to just cut off the little bits and we'll sand it. Okay, it's looking cuter. I feel like it needs just one more thing on the tail. So let's do that. We're going to cut him out. Trying to get it. There we go. And we're just gonna put it just like that. Oh. Really looking forward to the fall release from IOD. I'm ready for fall. I mean, I love summer. I'm a summer girl. I adore fall. Just the, I don't know, smell in the air. Okay. Oh, let's see. We're getting there. Got a little bit of something going on here. He's not sticking. There, we'll just pull him out. There we go. We still need something for the tail. So, just a little bit of green flour. And just come in like that. I like this one flower. It's like a, what would you call it? But I think it's adorable. And I think it will work nicely. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna put it right there. Why not? It's just got a little bit of color, a little bit different. And we'll go ahead, like I said, cut it off when we don't need it. Okay. Cut it out. Alright. We'll cut some more of this off and sand off the tail. There we go. It is not. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That looks really cute. So all I need to do is just a little bit of sanding and that'll be ready. So again, we're just going to kind of sand off the edge. You don't want it to go over the edge. And you don't want the paint on the edge. So we're just going to do a little sanding of the paint, get off the edge. And if you want, you can just do a little light sanding of the... Still got that cute part, but look at that. Isn't that adorable? And then the last thing you want to do when you're using an IOD is to seal it. And I'm just going to use a little bit more clear wax, a little cheapy clear wax brush, and just wax it up. You don't have to really worry about the paint. If you just painted, it's got a built-in sealer. But we want this transfer to stay sealed so that nobody has any problems with it coming off. Ta-da! And that is it. So let's take a look at what I've done. Keep looking up.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin.